Hey everybody, it's Redneck Matt here, guys. Just doing a little bit of work here in the old shop. Took apart the old rototiller motor to an extent. I got the air filter cover off, air intake cover off. It's really bad in there. I had to take like all this spider web nest stuff you see laying around. That was inside there. Blew it out with the old air compressor. Here's the air filter on it. It's really bad. I had to clean it, and that's the pre-filter. That's just absolutely terrible. Here is the cover with the puller on it. Puller works great. Not a single problem with that. That's amazing. So that's good. I found 2 wasp nests, one there and then one up in there. When I took this off there, good thing they were dead, obviously. But took that off. Took this thing apart to basically, well, where it's sitting now. This is the governor linkage right here that goes up to the throttle. Bolts in. This is the kill wire for the coil right here. So whenever I hook this up on the bike, I'm going to have a kill switch on it. Here's my plug wire. As you guys noticed, it doesn't have the little rubber thing that covers over the end here. It still works, so I don't complain. It's got the ball bearings in there, so it rotates backwards while the motor's running, and then pulls forward if you pull start on it and grab it. But while the motor's running, the motor's going forwards, that stays backwards. I was going to take the whole flywheel off, but that looks like it requires to take out all those ball bearings. I really don't want to do that right now, but I'm thinking about just dismantling this thing completely and looking at it. It's got decent compression. I took the spark plug off. I have 2 spark plugs here. I have a really old E3 spark plug, which doesn't seem to obviously work. And I have this little Champion spark plug, the one that's on it. But they both would work. But I don't know how good this one works. But I'm probably going to take this one and maybe find the E3 component to it, because this bike, I want it to run excellently. Took the gas tank off. It's got the throttle linkage down there and the governor spring right there. Emptied all the gas out in my tank. Here's the air thing on top of the carburetor with its bolts in there. Here's the carburetor. There we go, guys. Here's the old carburetor. I'm probably going to wash all these stuff down and clean them all up before I put it back together. But as you see, it's a little rusty right there. I don't know how these carbs work, but I know how carbs work on this thing right here. I don't know how carbs work on here, so. But it obviously works good enough. It picks fuel up. I'm guessing this is where it picks fuel up right here in this big long orange thing. But it picks fuel up and runs it through the motor, because I obviously ran it the other day. Here's my choke linkage and such. PCV breather. All the hardware that goes to this thing. And then I also have muffler and all its hardware. So that's where I've gotten so far to taking this motor apart. I'm probably going to get the old impact wrench out, take off this pulley, and see what it got there. If it has a freaking 5/8 bore, I might be looking at a new rear end pulley for this sucker. Nah, I'm just kidding. I might. Or that could be the Racing Mowers pulley. Take that thing off, put it on there. Empty the oil on it. I'm going to wash it up because this governor is just covered. And the whole thing's just dirty as crap. PCV breather. Put something in it to cover that up. Cover that up too. Cover both those up and just wash the whole thing off. I was thinking about taking the top of the head off here to look at it. I might do that because it just seems to be a couple bolts here. All these ones on the top. But that's just the update right there, guys, for the old rototiller bike. I still don't have a bike yet. Old Jacob John's got one, guys, but he's want me to buy it, and I ain't got no money. Also, this thing's having issues with revving high. It's got to do with the governor, but I don't know why. I can't figure it out, because I was riding yesterday and it went down. Fozzy lock's going to be tomorrow, guys. Also, getting exhaust pipe and stuff tomorrow. My exhaust on that thing. But that's how that's going to be, guys, and just wish me luck on taking this thing apart and figuring out how to put it back together. But, yep. So, everybody, it's just a little quick update on everything. Yep. Something I forgot to mention yesterday was that, oh, crap, what was it? I can't remember now. But I'm gonna make this bike street legal. I'm gonna put some lights on it and get my moped license and freaking ride this thing around, guys. So you guys might see Redneck Matt cruising around if you're ever in Colonial Heights or Gray or Fall Branch, Tennessee, and you hear a little. It's gonna have a pretty cool exhaust on it. I'm gonna make it sound loud. But if you ever hear bicycle riding by real fast, and you're wondering, it's me, guys, on a rototiller bike. But yeah, I shouldn't call it the rototiller bike. I should call it the motorbike, just in general. It's a motorbike. Hear me on the motorbike, guys. But yeah, I guess I'll talk to you guys later, and about finished dismantling this thing, dismantle the whole thing apart probably to an extent, because I don't want to really just open the whole engine up. I mean, I could if I would, but I don't think I have enough time to just take it all apart and mess with it. But a little quick update, I guess, guys. Show you progress on this bike. If I could get a bike, I'd have it already mounted. I'm not gonna ride it like this, obviously. I'd ride it a couple first times, not the engine fixed up like I want it to, because I'm new air filter. I want to do like a freaking cone Can-Am air filter style, because I took off that metal plate, and on the top of the carburetor here you got your little circle output, so I could bolt down something there, have it come off and have like a tiny little Can-Am, homemade redneck Can-Am air filter kind of thing sticking off of it, so get better performance. But I will have a kill switch on it, obviously, because I got my kill switch coil wire here. I'll have it run into a kill switch on the bike. And my buddy was telling me about a cool dual pulley clutch kind of idea. Have 2 pulleys on the motor, have 2 pulleys on the bike, so you have high-low speed, have a high-low gear. But I'm just going to go with a single pulley and then like a clutch pulley on it, just because make it a lot easier. I have a black clutch pulley down there at the barn, so it'd be really easy on me to build this thing. And if I can get a bike, guys, this build might be done. Who knows? So go bug Jacob John. Be like, hey, dude, give him that bike. Give him that bike. See that project go, man. I want to see that thing running. But, yeah, guys, this is just Redneck Matt, guys. I'm just doing work on motors, taking them apart, looking at stuff. I might take apart that old 11 horse down there that Jacob John gave me just to take a look at. See if there's anything I can fix on it, mod on it, make it better before I go putting it on the racing mower. I still got to find a rear end for that, guys. But, yeah, this is Redneck Matt, guys, signing out.